Hello and welcome back everyone. This is the final video in the Elf on the Shelf series that I started for you guys this month, and I'm super excited to finish it off. Today we're going to be doing some bloomers, and they don't really show in the video, but they're super cute and you'll see them later on. Okay, to get started I recommend you use a piece of elastic to measure the waist and another piece to measure the thighs. Then draw a straight line that matches the same measurement for both, waist at the top and then the circumference of the thigh at the bottom. Find the halfway point on both, match that up. Draw the crotch seams on both ends and then match that corner to the bottom part, creating the one side of the shorts. I realized the leg wasn't wide enough, so I widened that by ½ inch and then squared it down and cut. I also added half an inch to the top just to lengthen them a bit, but I do recommend you exaggerate the measurement a bit more. The bloomers ended up being a little too tight for me. Not for me, but for the doll. A little too tight. They could have been a little longer as well to add more poofiness, but that's just it was my first try on with this pattern, so I'm honestly pretty satisfied with the outcome. So once you have both pieces, I recommend you get the elastic that you measured the thigh with, cut that in 2 pieces, and each piece will be used for each pattern later on. And I quickly added some fray check for the hem of the shorts and the waistline. Like I went over this in the last video, I feel like if you do this, there's less bulk when there's ruffles and gathers and stuff like that, and it looks a bit more nicer in my opinion, rather than if you were to sew a seam on the edge and it just looked bulky in my opinion. So that's why I do that. I let it dry out, and now to get started with the sewing, I recommend you sew one side of the crotch seam only first, and then make sure your pattern pieces are facing right sides together as always when sewing. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the waist elastic. Stitch at the end, tug as you sew, and as it comes out through the back, it's going to be gathered. So once the elastic on the waist is on, go ahead and sew the other crotch seam, and before you close the shorts, go ahead and attach those 2 pieces of elastic onto each leg, and then go ahead and close the shorts by matching up each crotch seam and stitching under the inner seam that would lay in the inner thighs. So it's a little confusing, but if you've sewn something like this before, you totally know what I'm trying to say. It's just about getting the elastic sewn on before you seal up those shorts. I do have another video where I made patterns for my dolls. I did make a 2-piece short pattern, and I will do my best to link that up top, so you guys could go ahead and check that out for more sewing clarity on how to do this. This is how they look. It's super cute. I love how they look, and I'm trying them on. As you can see, they are a little tight, like I mentioned earlier, but you know what, I kind of like it. If they were a little puffier, it'd be a little more true to what I wanted, but it's fine. I love it. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the elf ears, which I'm super excited because I ordered these from a friend and they came in a while back, but I haven't had like an elf project to like use them for, and this is like perfect, and I'm super excited. And here it is, the final look. I'm mind blown. I can't believe I even did this. I think it's super cute, and I'm so excited to use it like in the future. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Merry Christmas if you do. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Take care.